Hello everyone, welcome back to Islands of Insight. So I have to confess, I've been playing this game quite a bit off camera, off video. Just kind of doing puzzles in my spare time when I could be doing, when I'm like busy doing something else or watching other videos or something like that sort. So we've quite progressed since I last made a video of this. But that's okay, because the gameplay is so in the moment anyway that it kind of doesn't matter. There's no real big overarching narrative. Yeah. So right now our goal is to travel to the Great Pearl of Shady Wildwood, which is the 4th area, I believe. Just to fill in. So we started way back here, but then this is the first main area. We did a lot of work there. We still have some areas we haven't cleared yet, because this one needs more mysteries. And a whole bunch of more Mirabilis in here we could be doing. There's a whole bunch more we could be doing everywhere. We went to this area, we went to this area, and now we're going to this 4th area. I'm not going to do that one. Not while we're traveling. So... Huh. This is tricky. It's these two that are right there. There we go. I should probably explain each puzzle as I get to it. Some of these are simple. Fly through rings. That one you have to get through all the you have to find a line. Well, I'll say it again when we get to it. Here. So here we have to find a line that goes through all of the gold rings, but not any of the black rings. So like this goes through most of the lines, but it misses this gold one. Here would miss the bottom set of gold ones. So I think I need to be at a different angle. There we go. Another arch. And as you complete puzzles, you get rewards. The rewards don't really matter, but they're fun in a completionist sense. It's a beautiful world too, don't you think? I've been appreciating it. I have unlocked a couple new puzzle types, which I'll explain when we see one, if we ever see one again. Looks like this is a... What type of theme is this? Aztec? Something of that sort. It's a pretty land. Anyway, let's go ahead. Talk to you first of all. A universe without energy is like a hearth with no flame. The known realm is old, and so is the energy within it. Perhaps new energy is needed to create new life. This energy flowing through the sky, where is it coming from? The Shady Wildwood, new land. Alright. So now it wants me to go to a vanishing point, complete the reflections in the sky, and then the cloud of pearls. Those are our new quests. Let's turn this into our daily. And what should we do? Why not this one? So do leitmotifs and hidden objects. I don't see any hidden object at the moment, but that's okay. One would expect not to. Let's go and pursue the quest objectives. We can always get outside in the world stuff, but it's probably to our benefit to unlock new puzzles first. It's a pretty area. I like the trees. What is that? That's a new puzzle type. Maybe we'll see what that requires. Let's see if we can get this. Oops. Well, this one looks like it's very easy. So these sky blocks, just gotta arrange them into a circle and click. Sky drops. What about this one? Gotta find the right angle to look at it. Oh. There we go. Anyway, the new realm, the new enclave is right there. I'm just getting distracted by these as we go. Yeah, there's another one of those new puzzles. Complete vanishing point. Well, it's on our list. This person has some lore for us, but I don't care. If I do not go to the fracture, then the unknown will come to me of its own. We are balanced on a fine edge. The fracture is widening. It could shatter again at any moment, and the known realm will be destroyed. Sure. Alright, so we have a pillar to do. It'll teach us a new tool. This is new. So areas containing this symbol must be symmetrical. That's a new rule. I like it. So we can immediately just fill some stuff in. Oops. So is it including the whites? I don't think so. I think this by chance. We're being forced to fill in the rest of the puzzle at the same time. We'll see when they add more rules simultaneously. Wait a minute. That's a... I'm not sure I get that. Oh, I see. So it's on the midline. So we can do like this. There we go. But these are not. They're not. It's just you can't make that symmetrical. Lotus opposing cells. Lotuses cannot connect to a tile with the reflection of that tile's opposite color. Okay. So, in the example, it's saying that this white cell, can't connect to that cell because if it did, it would break the symmetry. I guess? We'll figure it out. We need some examples. So, okay. So it's only the area that it is in. So basically it's saying this cell cannot be part of this white block. I think that's the rule. These are already part of it, so they have to be. Similarly, this cannot be part of it. Because it would be, it would conflict with that. Okay. Alright, now we got two. So that's going to make it more complicated. That can be symmetric, but this cannot be. It must be black. Now this is already connected to some cells, so we can immediately start them. That forced it to be connected to this, so we can duplicate on that side. And the rest are not. Alright, it's an interesting little puzzle type. Let's get some more mastery of it. It's gonna smash me right into that tree. Oh, that's interesting. Does it actually go down? It does. It actually goes down. That's not a reflection. That's just that there's an upside down area beneath it. Interesting. I think. Yeah. That's not like a floor. Well, here's a hard puzzle. Let's come back to that one later. Here, we have a pillar of insight here. Okay, so more symmetry stuff. So it's forced to connect this way. That forces it to connect to this one. So that's like that. And that connected these two groups together, so this has to be like that. This is already connected. Okay, now we got symmetry in multiple directions. So this is forcing that one and these. This one is going to force that and that. Okay. So this middle one is going to force this white cell to reflect right there. That brings this one into the block. So now this one has to reflect right there, which brings this into the block, so it reflects there. That's balanced now. Now this one has these two on one side of it, so it has to grab those two. And these two, so it has to grab those two. That adds this one to the block, so it's reflected right there. Now that this one is on this side, this has to be reflected across over to there, and this has to be reflected over to there. Complicated. Okay. Well, I can see immediately we're gonna take that cell, but let's work it out. So this one here is gonna force this pattern, so like that, and it's gonna take that, which reflects over to there. So we're balanced right now. Let's do this one. So immediately we get that, and then that reflects. Okay, are we still balanced here? I think so. Yeah. No, because this itself has to reflect to there. I didn't see it. All right. So the issue here might be that you're gonna fling it off the side of the object. Like if I connect these two, then I need to put another white cell right there, and I can't. So that has to be blocked, which means that has to be blocked. For symmetry's sake, that has to be white, which means this cannot be part of that block. Lotus connection restrictions. Multiple Lotus symbols can be in the same connected region, but if two are pointing in the same direction, they can only be connected if they share the same axis. Make sense? So these two whites could be in the same, but they don't have to be. Let's start with this one. So this forces, well, nothing so far. Yeah, nothing so far. Let's not worry about that one then. Let's focus on this one. That reflects that one, which adds that to the figure. Reflects over to there, which adds that. Reflects over to there, which adds that. Now we've got that, so that's forced. And we're balanced. Okay, for this one now that we have this much bigger block, we're forced to do that, like that. We're still not forced to do anything with this one. Right? I mean, these are on the same axis, but they don't have to be connected. I wonder if there's if I had tried to connect them, it wouldn't have been possible because this is in the same axis. Ah, I see, because this is in the same figure, and you couldn't reflect this one across itself. It's a little cheeky, teaching me a rule, but not actually applying that rule. I'm not going to do the level 4 one yet. I'm going to get some more experience in doing these. Okay. Letters must be in one type per area. And symmetry in black, it looks like. So where do we begin? B has to grow. B is not equal to C. B is not equal to A. So B has to grow again. So that's B at least. And then B comes out here. It's not equal to C, so it has to grow again. Alright. A has to grow. Up to there at least. Which forces it to take that one. Symmetry here says that has to be black. So the A has to come around like that. And A is connected now. This one cannot take that block, because if it did, it would force this A to be black also, and it can't be. So that's white. Which means that this doesn't have anything to connect to. It's done. It has to be done. A is not equal to B, so that's black. B has to come forward again. What now? C has to come out. So this can't take, this symmetry thing can't take this square, because then it would put this black on the C. So that has to be white. So then this is done, because we can't reflect it anywhere else. That forces C to come up. C is not equal to B, so it comes there. B has to keep coming up. I want to put this there. I think I can. This can't be black, because if it did, it would try to reflect over there, so that's white. C is not equal to B, so we can close that. And this can't, again, it can't put this here, because it would take this square and make that one black also. So that's got to be white. I think that can just connect straight. What about up here? This can't be black, so that's got to be white, and A is not equal to B. Tricky one. That was more complicated. It was only a level 2 puzzle, but that was actually quite tricky. Let's go back up to the beginning. Look at these weird puzzles. This one's on its side. It feels like the entire thing could rotate. Like this one. That's not in the right spot, game. Okay, we got some diagonals. So this is already connected to that, so it's got to take that one also. And now that it has these, it has to take these. It can't take that square because it would have to take this square. So that has to be black. That being black forces that to be black. I feel like not a lot's forced here. I mean, why can't both of this be white? I think they can be. Those can both be black or not. There's not unique solutions, if I remember right. Okay, that's a problem. Here, let me review this again. So can this one connect to that one? No. So if this grows at all, this has to be white. But we don't know if it grows at all. What's going to stop this from growing? It could take this square. Oh wait, so could this be white? That's a better example. This cannot be white because that would kill this one. It would have to take this square, so that has to be black. Now that this is black, that has to be black. These two cannot connect, so that has to be white. If this were to connect, then it would try to put black here. And that wouldn't work. So that does not connect. This reflects back over to there. This can't take these because then it would try to make these white. So that's black. This can't grow at all. And otherwise, I think... wait a minute. So this... can you take this? Because someone's got to take it. It can't because that would force that one. So this has to be white. And that's white. And then it can't take these. Okay, that was a unique solution. That was forced. I just wasn't following it. There. I mean, it can't grow on the other side. So, okay, this is a teaching one. We're being taught how to do this, which is fine. And it's basically saying that it's teaching us the lesson that you can't reflect off grid. Yep. Lotus opposing nulls. Lotuses cannot connect to a tile if the reflection of the tile is outside the boundaries. Yep. Alright. So it has to take that one, which forces that. It can't take that one. And it can't take that one. And it can't take these. Alright. We're already forced there, into this pattern. And that forces this. We can't take that one because that would be off grid, so that's white. And we can't take that one because it'd be off grid. I do apologize if my voice is a little scratchy today. I'm having some issues. Look at this puzzle. These two. Trying to make it think that there's only one. That's Trixie. I like it. That it fits the theme. So it's broken by this black, so that has to be reflected. And now white has to be like that. And we're balanced, I think. Okay. So black already has some things. It can't take that. Because it would reflect onto the white. And it can't take that. Or that. Or that. So now we've messed this up. This one needs to put a white there. Okay. And now this one needs to put whites down the side. And a white there. And none of them can take anything over here. So, oops. Yeah. These are good trees. I like them. What are we doing anyway? So our goals are 8 logic grids, a hidden pentad, pillars of insights, and hidden arches. And then there's more of each of those. There's also armillary rings, these ones. Alright, so area numbers and symmetry. Start with the low-hanging fruit. That's by itself. This 3 is already expanded some. If this 3 were to take that square, that would force this boundary of white to chain it off. And that boundary could not be reflected. So it doesn't take that square. I think it probably takes this one. But could it not? I think it has to. Because if it didn't, then there's going to be double white right here. Oh, wait, no. What if it takes this one? If it takes that one, I think white's happy. But it's one of those two, so it's not those. So that doesn't connect to that, because otherwise it would be over 3. Okay, let's go somewhere else. There's quite a lot of give. These can't connect to each other, so that's one thing at least. This is going to come out 1, so it's not going to connect to this one. Wait a minute. This can't take that square, because then it'd be a 4. That's the easy one. There you go. Now this has to be symmetric, so it takes that also. This can't take that, because then it would become a, what, a 6? This can't take that, because then it would reflect off the edge. It could take that one, but not that one. So this 4 is already at least a 2. Could that 4 take this? Yes. I think so. Could it take this one? Yeah, I think so too. Could it take this one? Yeah, that'd be fine. That's not where we're looking. Okay, this is already 3, so it's done. This 3 has, it needs, it can't take these 2, so it's not going up. Otherwise, it would reflect onto here. Wait a minute. Did I say that backwards? If it goes up, then these will both be white. It doesn't, so it goes down. It can't take that one, so it must take that one. Symmetry there. And then that can't be no more than one symbol. Or I guess there could be. But this, if I took that, it would be a 6, so it can't. This is getting a little hemmed in. It could still be 1, 2, 3, 4, and completely miss everything else, though. This can't be white. So this 4's already got that. If the 4 took that one, it would be a 5, so it doesn't. The 2 can't take that one, because this one, because it would become a 3. So our 4 is already at 3. Our 2 is going to take one of those 2 spots, but not the other. So this one is not white. Our 5 has to grow. It doesn't connect. Okay, so if it takes, what it could do, it could take this one, that one, that one, and then it would still need to take at least one more. So this one at least becomes white. It could take one more even, and probably does. Let's see. So this 4, what are its options? If it took that, that would be even. That'd be fine. If it took that, then it would connect these 2. So it doesn't take this. If it took this one, that would complete the 2 when its boundary, when its outside boundary goes up. Can this 5 not take the square? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess not. Well, this 4 can't take that one, so that one's guaranteed. There you go. So that's, the 4 is done. That finishes that, and we're done. Just gotta find the point of tension, the area where the puzzle starts to give a little. I am very sorry if you want me to be using the hints more. Like, I use the hints when I fail. Like, I view that as a last desperation measure to not get stuck in the game. I don't want to use them just to go a little faster. Anything below us? Yes. Come on. There you go. Am I just bouncing now while outside while this goes on? Alright, so this reflects a white immediately. Which means that this now is A. A has to be symmetric. That's weird. But since we know that A is going to connect to it somehow, we know that's now going to be white and that's going to be white. We don't know the root, but... And we know it's not that one because it doesn't take that one. Alright. B is going to connect to all the B's. So... I think B has to take this. It has to in order to get this one out. So that forces those two. This has to get out because it has to join this figure. So that has to go there. I guess this has to get out too. This cannot be white because it would reflect on the nothing. And this has to be symmetric, so it has to take both of them. Okay. This has to connect, so this has to get out. This can't be black because it would have to reflect there. B can't go up because it would run into A on that side. And B can't take that one because it would run into that one. So it's like that. I think we're symmetric. There we go. I saw the 5-pointer. I'll go for it. The upside down one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a cough drop. My apologies if it's annoying. So what this is saying is that there are 5 black squares somewhere in this section. We don't know where. But that's actually useful to know. Because these darts, they count the opposite color cells in this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's only one white in this entire area. It can't be this one. Because that would reflect off the edge there. If it were this one, it would reflect here. It could do that. Well, let's do other stuff. So this can't be connected because that would force this one to mirror over to here, and it can't. So that's gotta be black. Similarly, I guess that has to be black because that would cause it to mirror across the edge there. All dark cells have to connect, so we can make that grow. Let's see. What else can we do? This area is a little hemmed in. It has to these blacks have to either come out this way or this way. Because this builds kind of a wall. Same here. But there's no black in here yet. What about this? So there's three blacks in this column. Could it be this one? And then this is all white? Prove that wrong. So that can't be true because then this would go off the edge. So at least one of these. So this one is not black. Because there has to be a black up here. Because this has to now connect to that, which is going to be complicated. Because now we are reflecting in multiple directions at once. Now that we're reflecting those two are forced. I think. Black now has to get out this way. It can't go up around like that. Well, it could still come back this way. It probably does, in fact. Now that this is connected, that has to be white. Now that this is there, this can't take that. If it did, it would reflect off the edge of the world. This can't take anything because it would reflect off the edge of the world, or it would reflect onto the black. So there are blacks up here, though, because otherwise this clue would be broken. There's two, in fact. Here, can I have that one? If I have that one, it would reflect to there, and that looks like it'll work. Let's disprove these at least. Can I connect these two together? They're on the same axis. That would cause this one to want to throw something there, and it can't. So that's forced. Those are separate. Now that we have only one way out, we know that those are forced to be black because this has to get out. This is a 5-er, so we have got 3 already. So 2 more of these are black and 1 more is white. Could this be white? That would force that one to be white. And it's not, so that's not white. Could this be white? Yes, that would force those two to be white, and that works. Could that one? Maybe? But you are isolated. You can't reflect anything anymore. So, that's forced. At least one of these is white, right? So, if this were white, then that would isolate these ones from this top side. Like, see, like, so now we built a wall all the way across here, and we'd force there to be a connection right there. If this one were white, then this top bit of black here can't connect down to here anymore unless it goes through there. So either way, it goes through there. That forces this one to be black because now this can't reflect it across that way anymore. Could this be? I feel like I'm not using this one enough. So if this were, then that would be off the wall. So no. That's the 3 we need, so that's white. There's going to be at least one more, so it's got to get out. So it's going to take that one at least. If it were this one, we said that would work. We'll just force that one like that. So it depends on what this one is. I think that we'll clear up what's up here. Does this one need to be black or can it be white? It's not forced yet. All right. What else? These two could both be white. Like, I'm not seeing an issue for either one. It's going to be the numbers that force it one way or another, these totals. What about here? So this is... One of these is going to be white, one of them will be black. So if that's black, this can escape out like this. This one isn't connected yet. If this is black, it is connected, but then it can't go up. Maybe that's something we can look at. So if this were white and that were white, that would break everything. I don't know. I don't know yet. What about over here? So we have one. We have to put 2 more blacks. Could this one be white? I would struggle. Let's see. That would make this one white, and that one white, and that would force that one to be white by the symmetry, which might work. Not helping. Could this be white? That would force this to be white, and that's it. Don't know. Let's see. What else can we look at? That can be. That looks real, actually. That looks like it's going to be what's going to do. These could all connect in a big blob. Well, that's something we can't do. If this connects to that, these two cannot be connected. Because if they were, there would be no way for this one to connect to that. How is that helping me? It can't take both of those. That's going to ruin that. Let's do something else. So if this 5 is trying to connect over to here, it's got to get to here. This one needs to be connected. And I don't think it can go this way. Right? Why can it not? Like if it went like that. Because there'd be too many in this. Okay. So both of these cannot be black. Right. So either way, if this one's the white one, then all of these have to go out through here to get up to there. If this is the white one, then these all have to go out to get to here. Either way, this one is not connecting left. It's going to connect right. So how is that going to happen? And if we already have this connection here, we already have one here, so we can't do that, for example. If I take 2 and then go over, then this is isolated. I think I have to take that. Because there's just not enough room to get across this column unless you're coming straight to it. There still needs to be one more like that or something. Maybe over here. But I can't go down it to connect. So I can't cross that gap. So I think that's forced. Okay. Now what? This has to get over. There's got to be at least one bridge. So there's going to be one up here at least. Could these both be? They probably can. Yeah, I'm spending more time looking at the blacks. I need to be looking at the whites. What about this one? Can I... No, I said that that was going to... If that's white, then that's black. If that's black, then this could be white or it couldn't be, and it wouldn't matter. So can it just be black all the time? I'm just going to, you know, go out a little bit and see what happens. So that's all the blacks connected. What if we just go like that? Nah, we're at too many blacks now. So we gotta fill in some symmetry. What about like that? At this point, we can't connect those two. You're full of black. Okay, I'm not sure that was the right way to do that. I feel like we got to a good point where it was forced to be that way, and then we just kind of guessed until we got it. It worked, but I'm not sure it was. I'm not sure we got the logic, or if it was a unique solution. I like these big trees. Like in the other parts of the game, they had trees that were just like, you know, little. I don't know. They were short. They were not short necessarily. They were skinny. Whereas these are nice big trees, big pines. And someone's gonna yell at me saying, "Those aren't pines. What are you talking about?" I don't know. Alright, back to an easier one. That's forced. That's forced. That's forced by that. That cannot be part of this. Because it would reflect onto white. Or black. I mean. These cannot be black because they would reflect on the nothing. This has to reflect like that. This can't be black because it would reflect. This would reflect on the nothing. These two can't combine because all bad things would happen. Now this has to take that one. This can't be white because it would reflect on the nothing. And then this has to reflect. Or this has to reflect that way. That's the same way of doing it. This can't be black because then it would force this to be black. This can't be white because it would... no, wait. Yeah, no, it would reflect off the edge from this one. And this can't be black because then this would reflect off the edge. These two could be white, I think, or black. But that can't be white. So now, okay, I don't see it. Okay, no, I get it. If I made these white, these would have to be white, so they're definitely black. $33 more of those puzzles? Oh boy. It is quite a large structure. Oh. What am I missing? That one. Okay. And then that one. Those two are annoying. Different location. Let's start over again. Whoop. Yeah, I can't quite find there. Look at this big tree. I love it. Oh, it's a gate. An arch. Okay, another somewhat intimidating looking one. Anything forced yet? I don't think I see anything. This can't be white because that would force these two, even though they're not possible to be symmetric. Right? They have to be in the same axis. I think? Yeah, definitely. But these two could be the same. So this can't be white because it would reflect onto the black. Now this is white, black, so it reflects over to there. This can't take that because it would reflect onto that. This does take that. This can't take that. Or that. Or it could. But it can't take that one. If it took black here, then that would force this one to reflect onto the outside of the grid. So that's out. What about here? It would reflect outside of the grid, so that's off. This one now reflects back that way. You can't take this one because it would reflect off. Maybe I should do that first of all. Just like this can't, just when you're walking around the grid, this can't be white because it would reflect off there. So it's easy. Same for this one. This can't be, no, it could be. This can't be black here. This can't be white. This can't be black because it would reflect off the edge. Alright. Now, if this white took that one, it can't because I have black. If we took this one, it would need to have this one already, and it doesn't. If this was black, this guy would want to take that one also, which is that one, so it can't. This guy, if it took this white one, it would want to place a white one here. Now you have to place another black there to match. If this were black, then we would need to place black here and there, which works. So it could be black still. And forget that. If this were white, then it would force this one, force both of these to put a white here, and it can't. So that's black. Which means that's black. If this were white, then that would have to be white, and it can't be. So let's revisit this. Would still be able to take that, but then we'd have to take all this too. That's pushing it a little. It would need to be able to go take this one, so it can't. So that's forced. That matches. If this took that one, it would have to go that way. It can't. If this white took this, it would need to do a whole bunch of stuff over here. It can't. And that's forced. I'm doing these a little slowly. I apologize for that. It's not... For some reason, these don't work the same way as the number ones do for me. I have to think about them harder. Let's do a quick little searching puzzle for one. Find hidden relics. There's one. There's one up there. In a trunk of some sort, probably. Bum, bum. Da da dum, ba dum dee. There's one. One left. Where is it? This was an easy pen, Ted. Oh, arch. There it is. Marabus! We've awakened logic grids with lotuses. Alright, but there's still many more grids here. Many more things to do here. So we're going to stick around for a bit. How about this one? Okay. Connect all dark cells, that's important. A is not equal to B, and this dark cell has to get out. The C has to get out, and it can't go up past the A. So it's going to be forced to go this way and hit the white, the symmetry. Which forces those. The symmetry line, C has to go up, I think. Because it can't go up on that side or that side. If it goes over here, it's just going to bump into that. It might take more than this, but it has to at least take that. And then it could either take these two or just that one. Or more. It's got to take that one. I guess we can learn that because it's going to be part of C. Alright. We do have to keep connectivity. So if we do put both of these as white, then this hull has to come out somehow. How are we going to connect across the top? Because there's going to be a black line. I think it has to go like that. Which forces B to come out like that. Yeah, that's all forced. Because otherwise this can't connect to this. Yeah, I think that's all forced. Okay. Still got to get this bit to connect up to here. It's got to do it this way. Because it can't go outside of A. So that's forced. Oop. Yeah. That was a nifty little one. I liked it. Am I talking? I am talking. Excellent. God, it's already been an hour? Oh my god. How much of that was just staring at that one puzzle, I wonder. Let's do another one of these. They're fun. Where are my hidden figures? There's one. Two. Up on top of this. 3. 4 up there. And one more. One more. Da-dum-bum-bum. Oh, there it is. No, I already got that one. Another one on top, perhaps? No. Where are you? Is there maybe a chamber underground? Oh, there it is. Just hidden in a little root. Nothing special. Oops. Knocked my mic. Sorry about that. There was a box up there. Let's go up and do that one. No consecutive black. That's gonna be interesting. Well, that's forest. These two cannot be the same, I don't think. Could they be? No, because that's going to force this off the edge of the world. So those are forced, and then that forces a whole bunch of stuff. Now this has to be made symmetric. This has to be made symmetric. Again, they cannot combine. We're still symmetric. But I don't think you can expand anymore this way. So I think that's all. Whoops. Ah, right. So it's a weird little grid like that. What about on this side? This one has to go there. It can't take that because it would go off the edge. Now this has to be symmetric. It can't take that one. It can't combine the two. Or can it? No, because that would put this whole structure over on the edge. Let's see. Let's try not to screw this up at the end. I can't take this one. That can't be part of the structure because that would combine the two. So that is off limits. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, we got these large structures. Let's go with this one first. It's a bit smaller. Just a moment. Sorry about that. I'm tired of being sick. I really am. Can't I just say, you know, go away? Anyway. Let's begin with the easy. We have a 1, so we can ring that immediately. That forces some symmetry right there and there. This can't take that because it would force it off the edge, but I'm not sure what that's telling us yet. Okay, let's look at boundaries. So if we complete this 3 by opening that one, that'll force this and that. Well, it'll force these two, which will be fine. I could just go right there. Maybe, no, here's a good thing. If this were to complete north, like that, then we'd have to fill in 2 right here to coordinate off. And that would force 2 right here, connecting this symmetry block to that. And that would force that block off the edge of the world. So that does not go north. It's a small deduction, but of such things, puzzles are solved. Can this ever connect to that? I think so. No, it can't, because then that would force it to take this. So this is not part of that block. And it's not part of this block. Now, I'm tempted to just go like that, but can I? I don't think so, because it can still be big and just not connected. We don't know that it doesn't grow. Let's go back up here. This 3, if it were to go this way, that would force this to be taken and that. Those 3. Would that do anything? Not yet, because this isn't even connected to that. This can't take that, so that's black. That's the easy way to look at that. I don't know why I'm speculating too far in the future. This can never be part of white, because then it would force the white onto the 3. So, there you go. This can't take that, because it would be off the edge of the world. The 2 can't take this one anymore, because then it would be a 3. This has now grabbed this square, so it has to grab that square. It can't grab this one. So, because that would, well, it can't grab this one, because that's already taken up by the 5. And it can't grow this way, because it can't get to that one. So that's forced, I think. This could take both of these, I think. It would just, it's already connected. This could still be either one. It would just depend on whether it can take this square or not. Let's look at the 6. So if the 6 were to be forced north, it could take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has to at least get to here. So this block has to be black. It has to be part of the 6, in fact. So that can't be part of the 4. Now, it might go this way faster and then go around and do other stuff, but it has to at least get there. What about this 5? So if we were to force this 5... Okay, well, this 5 is not the 4, so that forces that at least. It has to get out. Yeah, it's not the 4 again. This 4 has to keep growing, so that's forced. It's all done. Okay, that's nifty. That limits this side quite a bit. It doesn't force that one. It means that this one isn't connected to that, but it doesn't tell me that that's black. It probably is, but I don't think we know it yet. What about this 5 again? So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to at least take that square. And it could take either both of these, or one of each. If this were to be white, then this would have to be reflected onto that, and it can't be. So that's not the case. This one's complete now. Now this 5 can never get to here, so that's going to be white. If the white 5 were to take that, it would be a 6. So it's not. That's the 5. So I think that's just done. And then this one has to be black, because it can't reflect across that way. These reflecting ones are taking some time for me, I have to admit. Thanks for your patience. Oh, this is annoying. Okay. There. But this view of this one, where they're all at angles, that's terrible. You have to either be below or above to get that. And we're not going to do it on the fly like this, I don't think. Here. Oop. Can I get it from here? There we go. And what about this one? I was close enough. Okay, so 5, 3, 4, 5. Fill in the symmetry first. These two cannot connect, because that would throw this one off the grid. That's already connected. These two cannot connect either, because they're going to... Well, could they? Where does it break? Ah, because this... Okay, this would be off the grid over here. My bad. I'm bad at seeing those. Where there's two types of symmetry, and seeing just how far one's going to get thrown over there. There's no connectivity requirement on this one. Just the numbers. The numbers. What do they mean? That's that matches. These, if this were to connect, that would force these two to connect, which I don't think will work. So this does not connect. These two cannot connect, I don't believe, because that's going to throw this over to there. What about this? If it took that, it would have to take that, which works. But, so we don't know. This 5 can't take this square, because then it would become a 6. So this forces the 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 3 can't take that square. If it did, it would be a 4. So I think this has to be white. So this 3 has to at least come out to there. So that does not, that reflects so that this can't be white. Which means the 3 can't take it, because then it'd be a 4 again. This reflection line can't take this square right there. This 4 can't take this square, because then it would be a 5. So now the 4 has to be at least 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one can't take this one. This reflection can't take this, so it has to not take that one either. This 4 can't connect to that, so it has to finish up there. Or it would be a 7. Same thing with this one. That reflects... It's weird, kind of. Okay, so the symbol, you think of it as there being a white figure that has to be reflective. But because of the way it works, because it's going to be ringed, it's often reflective with the black figures around it too. Not entirely, but like I can, based on this being next to this, even though it's white, I can go ahead and say this has to be black also. So it's weird that it gives information about the other color. Or I don't know. I find it a little unusual. This 5 isn't giving us anything yet. It could still just be in this corner. It doesn't even have to go that way yet. So what's the next bit of tension? Well, no, wait a minute. I said that what I said was wrong. Could this 5 take these 3? It would be 1, 2, and it'd be 6. So, yeah. So, this is not part of the 5. Nor is that. So this has to reflect over there. The 5 now has to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least. It has to take one of those, but not the other. If it took this one, it would have to take that. This reflection line would be annoying, so it doesn't. I'm not sure how well I'm explaining things as I go, or how much it needs to be explained even. God, this gives me a headache looking at the underside here. Let's finish up down here first. We have another hard one right here. A 4-pointer. So we have some rules. Don't make 3 in a row for black. Don't make 4 in a row for white. And no checkerboards. So how does that alone give us some way to fill this grid in? That's like nothing. All right, I guess we know that it doesn't take both of them, right? And I'm assuming, well, should I assume that? Like I was going to say, can I assume that it takes those two? Because it's not going to be boring and just not grow at all. I think you could probably prove that, because the rest of the grid has to be filled in with the whites somehow. I mean, it would be kind of funny if it didn't. Like, what if it was like this? And then the rest of the grid, well, we have checkerboard issues. Ah, I see. So this has to connect to somewhere, because this rule is going to block it otherwise. Gotcha. Let's assume that most of the whites nearby it are going to be connected to it. It makes me very comfortable saying that those two are white, even though I'm not sure how they're going to connect to this yet. I bet they will. Otherwise, we'd have a 3-pointer here. This just doesn't seem like it's forced enough. I mean, we got checkerboards, I guess, so that forces that. We can't have 4s, so that forces that. Otherwise, it'd be 4 in a row. It doesn't feel forced. I'm not quite sure. Let's just start drawing and see what happens. So, if we take that and that, it would force these two. Because we can't make it 3. This would force that, because we can't make this 3 in a row. We can't make this 4 in a row here. If we go like that, that's going to force that one and that one. Ah, checkerboard. That's 3 in a row. Okay, but that works. So far. Ah. Okay, so that broke. What if we go up like that? Yeah. I feel like I'm not doing this very well. Like I'm just kind of playing around and figuring out what might work. Like this bottom way could work different ways too. I do feel confident in that. I feel confident being able to say that. What if I take that one? That doesn't work. Because it's a checkerboard. Damn, this is a hard one. Yep. It's the yin yang, the no checkerboard rule that's making it not easy. Or you could fill it in pretty trivially. So far, so good. Now can we finish this? Looks good. That was not a unique solution. I don't believe it. I'm sure there must be other ways of doing that. I feel like we just stumbled on the one that worked. Maybe that's okay, though. Anything else below this? No. We'll deal with the upside down part of this in a moment. I want to deal with this outside area first. Okay. There we go. About you. There's 1, 2, 3. There's more puzzles I didn't see before. 4. And 1 that I'm going to have to just fly and find, probably. Where are you? Up on top, perhaps? How high does that barrier go? Didn't even see that one. We'll have to get that one in a moment. And no, it doesn't go through the middle area. Or maybe it does. Okay, wait a minute. It just closed because I went too far away from it, I guess. There it is. That was obvious. That wasn't anything at all. Here, let's do these. No consecutives. Does no consecutives basically mean I can do this just right off the bat? I don't think so. But maybe? Because if it can't take one, it would have to take the other, so, you know. I kind of think it does. So that's forced so far. I don't know, that felt really easy. Like the difference between a level 3 and a level 4 is kind of crazy, if that's, you know, if that's representative. I like this enclave though. It's kind of, you know, kind of a what they call a mind fuck. Well, forgive my language. But these upside down ones this is getting to me a little bit. See, compare the previous one to this one. Do they seem like they're of the same difficulty to you? I'm skeptical. All right. So what would flip off the edge of the grid? So right here, you can't take that one because I have to off the edge of the grid. Similarly, we can't take that one because I have to off the edge of the grid. I can't take that one. Can't take that one. Can't take that or that, which forces that one up. This one can't. Wait a minute. This one can't. This one can't take that square because I would force it off the edge of the grid right there. Okay. So this one can't take this square because these two are different. Now that that's there, that take that. Same for this one, I guess. You can't take this because these two are different. And for this, that's the common theme. These two were the same. Everything else was off. Which is a little interesting. These corners aren't doing anything for me. What about this one? This corner is weird because it's got different colors. But it's not helping me decide. What about this? So if this were to turn white, that would force that one to turn white, which works. What about in the middle? These things, can they connect like that? I don't think so, because that's going to fling this to there. Right? I wish it didn't actually, I kind of wish that it didn't show a red thing when I did it wrong like that. Because I want to be able to put the mark there and explain why I don't like it. Without it telling me in advance that it's wrong. I know that it's wrong. I just want to talk about it. Why are you like this game? Anyway. Trying to give me hints. Trying to make me take the easy path. How rude. This can't take these, because then it would have to take things off the edge of the grid. Now this one gets reflected there. This figure right here, this 3, cannot take that, because then this would be reflected off the grid. This now can be reflected there. This can't take that one. It has to be white. I can't take this one as black, because that would force this one. Or wait. Is that right? Yeah, that would be. That would force this one to be black, so that one's white. So these two are connected. Right there. I can't take this one as white, because that would fling it off the edge. I'm sure that someone who knew this puzzle better than I do could just start clicking and filling them in really fast. But I don't. This one can't be part of that. So could these two be part of the same? That would be saying that would be white, which works. And this one would be saying that would be white, which works. Where's this break? That would be there. And that would be there. It seems like it works. I can't prove either way, so ignore that one. This has to be white. In fact, okay, so that's very obvious. That conjecture is going to be the case, because now this is all forced by this one. So, what was I saying? So this forces that. Now you get forced to that and that. All right. So this is a hidden relic thing without a lot of room to work in. Like, I can't... We need to get out and be able to look around. Ah! Oh, nice I can hang on to this building. I didn't know that. I can't get up there. I see them. But I'm gonna die. Ah! Oh. I need to get back up. Oh. I need to get in the bubble, but I need to find footing in the bubble somewhere. There we go. 2. There we go. 3. We can knock this one out while we're here. 4. And there's an arch. Where's my 5? Oh. Did I see something right there? Oh. And we're falling to our death. No, not... No, no, no. Oh, I missed that one when I was over there. Did I see something like there? Maybe? Oh, there it is. Had to kind of click it while I'm flying by. Let's go get this one. Can't I just hover? What are my wings good for? Alright, so that's forced. Let's just see what else is required. Oh, not that one. That one. So these are part of the same thing. So this entire structure has to be replaced over here. Like that. This is part of the same thing. Yep. Alright, I think that's all the low-hanging fruit. So these are not connected. Because then... if this one were to connect to that one, it would fling this structure off the edge of the grid. And so I can't take that one either. Similarly, this one cannot take white. This one can't take white. Can't take white. Or can't take this square because it would fling it off the edge of the grid. I'm just bad at explaining why that is. This one needs to have a whole bunch of mirrored. So that is mirrored. That gets mirrored. Okay. And now this one is even. That looks good. Can I take that one? No. It can't take this one because it would push these two over here off the edge of the grid. So that's ended. This can't make that one black. So this has to be white. Similarly, then, well, it can't make, this is off the grid, so that has to be white. Now you're forced to make that bigger. Okay. These two cannot connect because that's going to fling this entire large structure off the edge of the grid over here. So that's just closed. Could I take that? No, because then I can't take that one. So this is complete. Can this one take that? No. Because then it would force that one to be black. It's not. Same, this would force it off the edge of the grid, so that's white. It's all about this square now, I think. Can this be white? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, let's go over to that tree again. Okay. So we got symbols again. And it's connecting all dark cells. That's convenient. The A is going to have to sneak up past the B at some point. It can't go back here. So it's not going to go that way. The B... Well, I don't know that it's going to be white, though. Black, though. The B is going to have to go around like this. So that is part of the B. And then it can weave its way over there as it needs to. Could this come here? So all dark cells are connected. That's important because that means that the symmetry thing is going to be true for all dark cells. So that's already black. We know it's black. Similarly, it's very tempting to say that it must just branch to the middle and go up, but I don't know if it does. But this one is connected to that one, which means that I think the white has to go past it. I think so. Let me just draw it in, like how I think it goes, and see how it works. Like this hasn't been shown to be forced yet, but I bet it is. I bet we just don't have that many options for how to build it. Yeah. So that wasn't maybe fair to do it that way because you could see what the pattern was going to be. But I think the key here was recognizing that we needed to have the B go across like that, across the A like that. And that really sets the rest of the puzzle. Was there anything more inside? No, we got that. Did we say that we missed something over here? I don't remember. No, I think we're good. I think we got this courtyard area. Let's start over here then. Okay, no 3 in a row in symmetry. Well, what's being forced? So if this were black, would force this to be black too. Because white would force... Because if this were white, it would force that to be white. So that has to be white. There's something, at least. Alright, this has to be black. Because it can't be flung off the edge of the world. Which means that has to be black. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. That has to be black. Because the white can't take that one. Okay. And then that has to be black, because otherwise that would force that symmetry, so that we have to add those. No? This is working out. I was a little concerned at first. That has to be black. Because otherwise it would be flung off the edge of the world. Which means that has to be black. Because I can't do the symmetry there. We can't make a 3 in a row, so that has to be white. If this takes that, it would have to take this one too. Which I think works. But I don't think that these two can connect. But we're not there yet. What if we just do that? Like, does that work? It seems like it works. I guess the alternative would be to make them all black at the bottom. But that would cause problems. Because then it would be making that pattern. So that forces that one, which requires that to be that way. Now, this one can't take that one. Because if it did, then it would force these two to be white. Because of its pattern. So that has to be black right there. Which forces that to be black and that to be white. Now, this one can't take that because that would force this one to be white. And it's not. If this were black, it would force both of them to be black, and that'd be a 3. So, oh, I think we're in trouble. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Where did I go wrong? Here, start over. I know that's true. I know that's true. I was guessing that down here. I think that maybe was where we went wrong. Could those both be white? Yes. We said that one can't be white. And I still believe that. That's absolutely true. That one, of course. And then that forces those two. So we're kind of on the same path as last time. Am I convinced that this being... Yeah, I am. I am convinced. That forces that. But I don't think that this forces that yet. Because I don't know if this one comes into here yet. So we're good. Could those both be white? Yes. No. This can't be white because that would cause these two to be connected. So that's got to be black. Which means that's got to be black. That forces that one because otherwise it'd be a 3 in a row. I feel like if I remember what I did last time, it would be a lot easier. But I don't. I'm terrible. This is where we made our guess, I think. Where I said that I think that it's like that. But I don't think it is. It might be like that. but I don't know if it would force me yet. Let's see what else I can think of. Oh. So it's not like that. I know that. So at least one of these is black. I could just go with the reverse of my guess and see what happens. I think that's the opposite of what we guessed last time, right? I hate doing that, but it might be the best. So what's now required? If it takes that, if this takes that, then that forces that. Is that a problem? I don't think so. Ah, that's why it's a problem. So this doesn't take that. That's what we're saying. Why is it so hard? So if I go like that, I can't go to the next one. I can't go like that. Okay, so that's forced. That's easy enough. I can't grab that one, and that forces that. That forces those two, because I can't grab that one as part of it anymore. That has to be black. These can't both be black, right? So there's gotta both be white. And then that. Oh, I still think there was some sort of logic right around here that we missed that could have gotten us past that. Because it's either this pattern or 2 whites and 2 blacks on the side. Either one works at that point. But downstream, we have to switch to this. I don't know. I feel a little bad about that one. Alright, just a moment. Be right back. Alright. I got a drink, and I think I am recovered enough of my mental faculties to continue. Is that someone else down there? Yeah, it's another person. I still don't know why they made this a multiplayer game. It seems weird to me. I mean, maybe it wasn't important for like the long-term health of the game, but I don't know. I'm skeptical this game's gonna make money. It feels like they put a lot into it, and they're gonna expect a lot out of it, and I don't think they're gonna get what they expect. You know? I hope they do, because it's a great game. I mean, I've sat here for, you know, a couple hours playing some doing these puzzles, and I'm having a blast doing it. But I'm not gonna do it for like more than 2 or 3 weeks or so. So why make it a live service? I don't know. Up, up. Did I get it? Was there a ring there also? No, just the one. Okay. Anyway, I appreciate it, and I'm going to enjoy it while it's here. What a weird... is that there just to be, you know, just to reflect? I don't think I don't think you can land on that portal. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm so tired of being sick. I really am. I haven't been making many videos lately because I'm coughing all the time, but I wanted to indulge myself. Sorry about that. I see a puzzle right there. Let me up. Yeah, we'll get this arch. Alright, this is an easier one, I can immediately tell. The ones that are diagonal, for some reason they're harder in my head to figure out than the ones that are these square ones. So that one's immediately, and that forces that, which forces those two. This can't be black because that would force it off the edge of the world, which forces all that. That has to be white, that has to be white, because otherwise, yeah. These two can't connect because they'll be they're not on the same axis. Those have to be like that because they are on this side too, so that has to be over here like that. This can't. The black can't extend further down because it doesn't go up enough. It can't take that square either because of that one. Could take that one. I think it has to because of that one. These two can't connect because again, different axis, so that's forced. Which forces that, and then I think the rest of it is not forced. Okay, it's forced by this bit over here. But we picked the right ones. What about that puzzle? There's that ring right there. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. So from over here, those two will be overlapping, I think. Like, no. There. I'm looking around, seeing if there's anything I'm missing. It probably is. Well, let's do some. Excuse me. Let's do this pillar. I don't want to talk to you. You're trying to add lore in the game. I don't care about your lore. Give me puzzles to solve. Okay, well that's really simple. Ah, okay, because it's a pillar, of course, increasing difficulty over time. That's forced, that's forced, that's forced. Yeah. Nope. Okay, this is a little complicated. So that immediately forces that one, which is, and this one forces that one. What about these two? So that's going to force that over there. And now to get this even, that one's forced. To get this even, those three are forced. Right? Or did I do that wrong? I think I did that wrong. No, I'm right. That one's forced too. No, that's not, and that is. There you go. So these are all going to be about dual axes when two reflections hit each other, it looks like. So now this all gets mirrored on this side. And right there. What? Now I have to do on this side too. So, what am I missing? Ah, can't see the mirror from in front of my face. Okay. That's forced. Then those are forced. That's forced. And those are forced. Now go back to this one. Since you have that, you have to do that. You have to do that. And I think this one's good now. Now this one needs that there. That there. I have a feeling this might be one of the levels where we can't find all the puzzles. Not that we can't do them all. So starting with the middle, that makes this even now. This has to be even like that. That's even like that. And that's right there. So that's the low-hanging fruit. Now, those two can't connect because then they'll fling this entire structure off the edge of the map. So that forces this one to recalibrate. These two similarly cannot connect. So that must recalibrate. This can't be black because then it would be off the edge of the world. So that's forced to be white. And I bet it's all mirrored, so we can just... Logic on one side applies to the other side. I can't take this square because then I'd force to have this square based on this. So that's white, which forces that to be white. And the same thing over here. I can't take that one as part of this figure because I would force this off the edge, so that's white like that. Okay. Simple enough. There's one. No, that's a person I talked to. Anything more I should get on this level? What is this going to do if I hit it? I'm curious. Is it going to fling me down to the ground? Yep. There is no end to the world. You may fall forever. It threw me back to the beginning, I think. Alright, where were we? This is the top side of where we were doing stuff, so it's right below us. Did we miss anything up here? Doesn't look like it. I'm probably... It probably says weird things about me that I'm focused on the upside down world first. But I am. There's a puzzle right there I haven't gone. We're too low for it already, though. We need to get back up. And an arch. Alright, let's start with the horizontal. So that forces all of that. Now with this diagonal, it's a little more tricky to think of it that, for me at least. Right? Wait a minute. Nah, it's tricky. So that would be that. That's forced. That one, that one, that one, I was right. It just wasn't in my head. Then on this side, I continue 1, then hit those. Alright, back to this. So we just added a bunch of mess on this side. Back to the reflection, the diagonal reflection. It's gonna make a regular grid, I can see, but let me just make sure I understand why. So that's gonna be mirrored, that's gonna be mirrored, that's gonna be mirrored. I got that one already. Just looking for any hidden elements. And I think we're mostly good with this underside. I think we got most of things. I'm not seeing a lot. There might be like 1 or 2 more hidden things. Let's go back up on top. How do I do that exactly? I bet I have to go down to go up. We haven't done this one, the pentad. Some above, some below. I kind of like it. 2. 3. 4. And where's my last one? I assume it was down. It's down here somewhere. We already got that one right there. There. Mirabilis. What is that Mirabilis of ours? So that is our 87th Mirabilis. I have told you I've been playing this a bit offline. Did we do this one, or is it still going to be a pain? Nah, we haven't done it yet. Okay. Low-hanging fruit. Right there. And this gets duplicated like that. So far, so good. That gets duplicated like that. This one can't go that way. That gets duplicated like that, which duplicates that, which duplicates that. Or this structure right there. Right down one. Yeah. I hate the diagonals. They're so tricky. Then now that we have that filled out, it goes down like that to there. And now to match that, we have to put these in. And that. Excuse me. And now for the diagonal part of it again, across the diagonal, we now have that one. Okay, we connected that, so we'll have to think about that in a moment. That. I think we're even now. On the diagonal, I think it's balanced. This one? So 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 there. Okay, now back to the horizontal axis. That forces that one, and that one. This one all the way to the top, so it goes like that. Yep, wrong one. Wrong color. Are we even? I think so. Okay, back to diagonal world. So diagonal like that. This becomes that. That's that. This becomes that, which takes this. So now we get that from the horizontal and that from the diagonal. Or did I do that wrong? No, no, we get those. We don't get that one. I confused that one. But now we do get those from the horizontal. And the diagonal again mirrors it onto that side. Now this is what it all revolves around. This interaction between these two. I think we're balanced. No, that one. Right? Do I need that one? Do I take that one? So that would be 1, 2. It would be back 2, 3 over. So back 2, 3 over. Right? No, it'd be this way over. But by symmetry, okay, that one goes and that one goes. Which is the shape I was expecting it to turn out. That one too, then. Now I bet we don't have a lot of leverage to go anything beyond that. Let's just see if this breaks. Oops. It might be that these wings extend further out. I'm not sure. We'll find out when. I think this is gonna force it. So. Okay. That looks complete. This can't fling this structure over into the middle. That's not going to work. So this has to be cordoned off. And that can't connect to that because that would be flinging that to the edge. Flinging that to the edge. Same for that. So that's cordoned off. This one forces that, forces that. Up here. I can't take those two because that would fling this off the edge. You have to mirror, so you get the same plus oops. That plus pattern. And now right here. And I think you're just forced. That wasn't that bad. The other 4-pointer was much more difficult. Arch. Another arch. There's a puzzle right there. Did I get that already? I think I already got that. Yeah. Is that this? Is it the pillar making the noise? Or is there something invisible on top of me? No, it must be the pillar. Anything more down here? Not that I can tell. Alright. I think we go up now. Up to there. And then the top half of this building. So we already did a bunch of stuff up here, it seems. Arch. Let me check the underside of this room first. Here's our level 4. Ah, good. They're straight. Except for this one. The diagonal ones are the tricky ones. Alright, low-hanging fruit. This can't take that one, because then it'll be off the grid. This one can take that one. Is that really all the low-hanging fruit there is? Oh my god. Okay. All light regions have area 5. Okay, so that's the new rule. So that's going to actually really restrict how big some of these can get. Wow. Okay, that's really restrictive. So could this one take that square ever? Like if it went 1, 2, 3, then it'd be 4 and it'd have to mirror on the side. So no, this is not part of this structure. I don't know how to mark that, but this is like a different color than this one. Could these two ever be part of the same structure? So that would mean 1, 2. It would force it over here, but to take that, so no, that'd be too big. Let's just look for a general rule. It can take 2 squares. And then they mirror into 2 more. So it can't take those 2 squares, for example. Could it ever take an on-axis square? I don't think so. Like, I don't think it's possible for this one to take that square, because it would then end up with an even number of cells in it. Well, it could take 2, I guess. Like that, but then that wouldn't be symmetric. But I don't, but like it can't do that, because then it can't get a 5th cell anywhere. It would have to mirror it. So I think that's black. That's not a lot of progress. Okay, what about this one? Could this be white? If it were, it would take this cell. And then would force it to take this cell, which would force it to take that cell. So no, it can't. What about this? If this were white, then again, it would force it to take those 2 cells also, and then that cell, so it can't. Could this take this cell at all anymore? No. No, because its counterpart's way over there. So that's a different color from this. This is a tricky one. Can this one take that? Yes. It could be like that. It probably is. How is this one ever going to find more cells? Like, could it... It can't go up 2. It can't go down 2. I think it has to take those 2. I think there's no other choice. And then it can't take these 2. So it has to take those 2. I think that's forced. I just can't see another way for this one to get 5. That forces this. You still need to get 5 though, so you need to grow. That's an on-axis cell. And we said you could do that if you take 2. So you need to take another on-axis cell. Which will force you to take this one and flip it over to there. And that's your 5. You're done. Similarly with this one, it can't grow to the sides anymore, so it has to take an on-axis cell. which means it has to take 2 on-axis cells. Could it take a third? Only if it could take a fourth, but it can't. So that's forced, I think. I don't know. I mean, so far, just between the two of those, I think we're making a lot of assumptions, and I think those assumptions are right, but I don't know. This little area here has to be at least 5. This has to be black because it can't be white. This can't. This doesn't have room to grow to 5. This has to grow. So we're already at 3. We could take that one and that'd be complete. But we don't know. This is the next step. So this has to take symmetric steps. So, I'm sorry, it has to take on axis. Let me explain again what I'm thinking what's going on with this. If this were to take an on axis one like that, and that, now its count is 3. It can only add one more square that's off axis because that's going to get mirrored. It can't take just one because if it did and then somehow grabbed another pair, it would be a 6, not a 5. So this is going to either grab 2 on top or 2 on bottom or 1 on either side. If it grabs 1 on either side, it's going to need to mirror something. If it mirrors this, it's going to get too big. If it mirrors this, it's going to get too big. So I think it's got to go in one direction. And that's still open because this is black. So I think that's forced. Okay. This does not have enough room to grow to 5 unless it joins that. And that's 5. I think that was logical. I think we got all the steps on that one. Oh, I see something there, an arch. There's somebody that wants to talk. Oh, yeah, chit-chatting. If the fracture ruptures, will we all perish? The unknown realm will not destroy you. That reminds me of when they tell children, will I die if I go to sleep? If you do, you'll be in heaven. Great. That's not the answer I wanted. It's this. These two are the key ones. This one and that one. So we gotta find some way to get both of them and then everything else too. There. There. Let's do this one. Alright, so some immediate symmetry. That has to be like that. Huh. This can't be white, so it's gotta be like that. So this gets isolated. Okay. So none of these can connect to each other, I'm pretty sure. Otherwise they're gonna fling themselves off the edge of the world. Flinging yourself. In fact, can they grow at all? This one can't. I mean, it can grow up, I guess. Like, is that how it's gonna be? Is it gonna be like... No. It's not as easy as I'm thinking. It's not that different, though. I just have to work out this part on the right. Um, What did I mess up? Right? Wait a minute. This one can't be white. Can't be black. So, does this have to grow at all, though? I don't think so. So it could be like that. It can't take that, though. Or that. Or that. Nope. Ah, and then we run into trouble here. No, it works. That was a difficult one for like the second step of a pillar. That makes me a little worried. It says it's only 2 difficulty, but I stumbled over that one. Well, low-hanging fruit, just mirror it. Mirror what we got already. Now, what's going to be forced? We can't take that one. So that's got to be white. That's fine. This one can't go further this way. So this has to be white. And you have to make that black. Why am I not seeing the issue here? So this can't. This one can't connect. So this one can't connect. So it doesn't go like that. That's not the case because this one's black already. But this one can't connect to black because that one's white. So we're gonna have like a little floating bubble here. I think. Yeah. Not the pattern I would have expected it to go to. This one's trickier. I don't know. It's teaching me a concept that is not immediately coming to me. Excuse me. All right, can this one take that? No, because it'll be off the edge. So that forces some white. Oops. I am tired of being sick. I want to play some Monster Hunter. But I'm not feeling up to it. This can't be black, because it's got to go. It'll be off the edge. That forces this to be symmetric. These two can't combine, because that would fling this off the edge into the void. These two can't connect, because again, that would... Well, that would not, but it would fling it on top of this white square. Again, we already know these two can't connect. That's got to be white, so that's got to be white, because I can't mirror it there. Can't mirror that, so I have to mirror that. I don't think this can connect, so that's forced, and that's forced. Okay. So, do the easy part first, just the immediate connections. This can't be white because it'll be on the void. So that's black. So that's black. Again, then this can't be black because that would force this to be black out here on the void. These two can't connect, I don't believe. That would do bad things. It would throw this out into the void. So that forces that. You're done. This can't be white because that would force this to be white. Symmetry, that means that's already done, and that by this one, that's done. or that's forced. This can't take that because it would fling that out here. So that's white. But this white can't connect to the main structure here because its parallel is black. Its reflection is black. So that's not white. This is reflected there. This can't be black because this would have to be black too. Almost done. Just gotta bring this home. These have to be white because you can't reflect that off the edge of the world. And then that's forced. And that's forced. Last one of this pillar. So we have an empty gap here. So this has to be not the same color. Empty gap here. So that's not white. These two mirror. This can't be white because I would force this to be reflected off into the void. This can't be black because that would be reflected off into the void, so it's white, which forces that to be white. If this were black, then both of these would be black, and that works. If this were white, then this can't be white, so that's black. Okay. Because that would fling this cell off the edge of the void. This can't be white because I would send that off. These can't be black because these aren't black. That's the kind of insight where I think I'm missing out most. Seeing that this is here and these are white immediately tells me that these are white. But I'm just not picking up on it. Or I am, but slowly. Slow. Oop, I hear an arch. Where are you? Above me? No. Well, we'll get you in a moment. Let's get this first. Alright. So like that, immediately. These two don't connect. That can't be white because it would connect to these two. So that's black. Which means that's black because otherwise I would force that in. Structure. That's black. And now what? I think it's that. So, simple, easy one. You must be right below me. Yeah. Oh, a fiver! Oh dear. At least it's small, but okay. Connect all light cells, connect all dark cells. Symmetry, no 4x4s. Or 2x2s. Oh dear. So all the blacks are going to be symmetric. So we know immediately that we can do that. Because all the dark cells are going to connect. By the way, I've been saying white and black for these cells. They use dark and light. Am I racist for saying black and white? I don't know. Now I'm wondering about my word choice. Never mind. Let's continue. I guess we know all the whites mirror also. Because if the blacks can't get there, the whites must. So from here, we have the checkerboard. So there's no checkerboard rule, but when they have both connect the dark and the light cells, that also implies checkerboard. So both of these are not white. If they were, that would violate this don't make the 2x2 pattern. So at least one of them. If it were this one, that would be cut off. So it's that one. It might be both, but it's at least that one. And then that one has to get out, so that one's forced. It would be helpful to know some of the outside. Wait a minute. Do we know the outside? It's like if we know if we know that this extended out there, we could map the entire black outside border, and that would be bad. That would not work because that would be a 2x2. So one of these is white, which means all of these are white. And similarly, one of these is white, so all of these are white. All of these are black. What did I do wrong? Oh, that just doesn't work. No, that doesn't work at all. So, okay, wait a minute. I don't know that one of these is black. I don't know that at all. In fact, I know that it's not the case. There we go. Now this has to get out, so it comes up. We got to get to these so they come out. These are 2x2s, and that would be a 2x2. That wasn't that bad. That didn't feel like a 5-pointer. We've had more trouble with 4-pointers than that. Can I sit on this wall somewhere? No. Okay. Can I do this from a distance? I would need to be somewhere where those two intersect. What if it's over here? I can't get a good view of it from here. Kind of got that one out of nowhere. There. Mirabilis! I'm probably putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable there. It's like Mirabilis. 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 Mirabolis. Anyway. So this one can't take that. You can't take that because of this. These two can't connect, I don't think. Because that would fling this over here off the edge. So this one stands on its own. This can't connect because if it did, that would put this one right there. So that one stands by itself too. That forces that. Can't take that one though, because that would force that to be black. This one can't be taken because that would fling this off the edge of the world. Forces that. This can't take this because that would force that. And that one. Simple, easy enough. Okay. So we're still looking for 6 more logic grids and 5 more archways. Here's one. Of both. Of each. Alright, that's forced just by the mirroring. Oh, so they connect. Okay. That's, some complications. So 3, 3, and 2, 2, the 1, and I think we're good. I'm not gonna lie, I could switch to a different puzzle at this point. I'm getting a little tired of the these mirroring ones. I need to regenerate my mental faculties with some other type of puzzle. But we're almost done. Let's just knock it out quickly. Here, am I missing anything up? I don't see any more. Like, I'm looking at these little alcoves all over the place. What about the very high up? No. Alright. So this back area over here we haven't been through. There's a puzzle. Okay, so it's one of those very limited ones where it's all about patterns. So no consecutive blacks. This is a weird pattern. No black, white, black. So there's always at least 2 blacks, exactly 2 blacks, exactly 2 whites between blacks. That's a weird That's a weird rule. Okay, so the symmetry's gonna break it. So how is it gonna break it? If we put this here, well, symmetry forces that, right? So then we have to cordon that off too. So far we're symmetric. This is tricky to think about in my head. So what's going to go wrong by making those both white? I don't think anything. Of course, I can't make this one white then. What if this were black? That doesn't work. Okay, so okay. I'm not paying enough attention to the rules. These have to be white. And then that forces those to be black. And they get cordoned off. Now, we can't have 3 in a row, so that has to be black. Both of those, on both sides. And those get cordoned off. So this one can't be black because that would squish this white one. So we gotta push it out. Same for that. So the symmetry actually isn't doing that much, except for we know this one has to be black. Then we can't go 1 alone. We have to go 2 at least. Cordon those off. And that has to be white, because that would squish this one between the 2 blacks. Same for that one. Tricky little puzzle. I like it. That was combining... Those rule sets were very different than we're used to dealing with. Whoa. Way up in the sky. So I saw this first. Oh, okay, now we have different shapes. Okay. I haven't seen that one yet. So Let's see. Could it take this? Could this be white? If that was, they would need to take a lot of white. Let's just see what happens. If this were white, well, okay. Apparently this is already broken, so it is white. I wish it hadn't told me that, but that's okay. But now that this is white, we know that that's going to have to be like that. This will have to take this one. It goes down 3, so this has to take that one, which forces that. This can't be white, because then this would get in the way, so that's black. Similarly, that must be black. That's got to be white to match, so we're symmetric up there, not down here yet. That's got to be white, that's got to be white. We're symmetric now. If all the rest is black, will that work? I think so. I liked it. Let's see if this is one like that too. Oh, arch. No, this is a region size one. Connect all dark cells, but dark cells are not, they're not being symmetric. They're not being forced to symmetry. But all of these shapes are going to be symmetric. Interesting. So let's start with this 4. This 4 can't take that square because it would fling that out there. So it's got to take that one and that one, I think. Okay. This 6 already has that one. So it's at 3 right now. We can think about this again as like the 5 puzzle we were doing before. It's gotta take some axis ones, because if it just took like 2 more like that, it would end up at the wrong number. It'd be 7. So it's gonna take one of those 2. We don't know which one yet, though. Probably. Like it could do that. That would be fine. Let's not start there. Let's go somewhere else. The 8 has to escape, so it's going to grow. It has to go at least to there. It can't keep going, so that's going to stop. In theory, could it not? Could it just go like this? No, it has to let this escape. So it's going to come out, well, could it not come out to there? No, it has to come out to there because of the symmetry. So these 2 have to escape. Wait a minute, that one does not have to escape, but it does have to present. It does prevent 5 from being equal to 8. So these have to keep on growing. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's forced. Just because this has to get out. And it has to stay symmetric. Like, could it have branched anywhere earlier? Like here? No, that would have run to that. Could it have taken those 2? No, because that's forced. No, that's it. Okay. So that forces that by this symmetry. Makes it less likely to take this. So it could do like that, but that would break the grid. So I think it has to do that, like I said. I think so. I think it has to do that. This 5 can't grow right, so it's got to grow up and down. Is that forced? Is there anything you can do other than that? I don't think so. That's got to get out. This 10 can't grow beyond here. It's got to stay in this corner. So that really limits how big it can go. This would be 9. So let's say it's forced to do that. This does a start, because otherwise I don't think it has a chance again where it wants to go. It's at 6. It needs 4 more. It could take both of these axes and then one of these two. But if it doesn't take this one, I think this one gets stuck. Like if that's black, I don't think it can connect. Because at best this can get to 9, not 10. So I don't think it can take that one. No, so I think it has to take those. Like that. And then that's its 10th. And this is connected to the central. The central switch or whatever. This 9 is now getting very limited in how it can grow. It can grow to there at least. It has to. It can't grow to there. Can't take that one. It's going to have to go at least out to that far. Can it go here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no, it has to just take these two. That wasn't that bad. A little lengthy, I think. I probably could have been more clever about how I approached that. Is this the return path? It is. But it's way on the other side. Oh! Oh! It's symmetric horizontally, too. Like, I've been playing with the up and down this entire time. The under and over. But no, it's also symmetry across. Makes sense. What am I missing? 2 more logic grids and 3 more archways. There is an underside down here. Oop. I heard an arch. I'm turned around. Here, let me get this. While we're here. Alright. I see the arch. Are there any puzzles? I don't see any. What about the outside of this? Oh, there's a puzzle I haven't done. Right there. So fling ourselves up and then come back where I started, where I was going in. So this way. All right, don't make 3 in a row. Let's do the obvious, the givens. Doesn't take that one, because I would fling it off the edge. And that's all for our givens, I think. There's no connect all the blacks or anything. Excuse me. Okay. Well, we know that. It just can't grow anymore. Oh, well, so because we can't have 3 in a row, we can't make both of these black. So they're both, if one of them's white, both of them are white. And then that's black, which forces this to be white. So that's white. Could this be white? Yes, that can be white. It probably is. Uh, we know that. So that's telling us this can't be black because it has to, 3 in a row. That can't be. That can't be. Forces reflection there. These two can't connect because that would fling this structure off the edge of the world. Then we have 3 in a row problems there. 3 in a row problems there. So that forces all that. And again, this one can't connect to that one because then it would be mirrored on top and it isn't. So that's complete now. This could grab that one. I'm not seeing why I can't. It'll be because of the... Okay, no, it can't. Because that's going to be black. So this has to be white. Forces that to be white. Forces that to be white because of the 3 rule. So this can't be white because then it would force these two to be white. And it's not, and they're not. So that's black. That's black. 3 or 3 I mean 3 in a row. And that can't be white because this would fling it off the edge of the world. All right. One more logic grid. One more archway. Where are they? I feel like they're probably like along the side of the path somewhere. And I've just walked past them. I got that one. It doesn't mean that there are not more than the 33 and 18 that we're looking for. They do. The arches do seem like they are mirrored. So I'm looking for ones I have on one world, not the other. World, I say. Upside down world. What did I just hear? Oh, that was just you flying. I thought it might have been an arch. There's the arch. I see an arch right there. How do I get to that? Oh, damn it. Where was it? Where was it? I saw the arch. I was bouncing on... It's on the underside of this thing. Right? No, it's right there. I saw an arch. I swear I saw an arch. But where was it? No, I jumped before verifying it and registering it in my mind. Alright, where were we? We were... Was I bouncing on this thing? And I was looking around. And I said, I have to get up there somehow. To where? There. That's the arch. Okay. God, sometimes I begin to question myself. I begin to doubt myself. So where are you? Right there. There we go. Mirabilis. 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 One more puzzle. There's a logic grid out there somewhere. No. Oh, I'm gonna die. That's no good. Not that way. It'd be really troll if they put one like at the very bottom of one of these trees. But what about below here? Like, I don't think I've ever gone below here. I'm not seeing... Oh, I see an arch. So there are more arches. And now I'm screwed. Tread lightly, little one. Lest you know my wrath. No, one more logic grid. This is where I ride right past it and don't see it, and I'm blind because I'm terrible. Um, it's gotta be in the big structure, right? Otherwise, we have seen it by now. Tucked into an alcove somewhere, perhaps. Like right here. Where are you? Oh? Oh, it's some light. This is a little disheartening. Where is it? We got that one. We got that one. Maybe the upside down version of that one? Perhaps. Whoa. Did I see one? No, it was just some daylight. Alright, let's check the upside down part of this. I got that one. I'd be really interested to know more about the size of the player base in this game. I mean, I see people online, like, all the time. Is always give you a filled up world, but never overly full. So they're clearly like instancing, you know? Oh. No. The thing is, I thought I did a good view of all of these. I thought we would pick them out pretty well. I'd hate to leave with one puzzle left. Yeah, I will if I have to, but I'd really hate it. But I don't want to bore people. I mean, I'm playing a puzzle game. Have I gotten that? I haven't. There could be other things I haven't gotten over there. Is that a puzzle? I think I see a puzzle. Yes. No. Yes. Aha. All right. Low-hanging fruit. So you're already 5. So you have to take another on axis. Otherwise, you'll end up at 6. You're at 7. You're at 5. You need to get 2 more. And I can't take either of those because then you'll be at 9. So you take those. You're at 3 and you're already done. The 9. The 9's in trouble. Did I screw this up? Is my 7 not good? Huh. I screwed something up. Let's start over again. Let me see what happened. So the 9 takes that at least. The 7 takes that at least. The 3 takes that and is done. And there's no question. It has to do that. The 5 can't take those because it'll combine with that. The 5 has to take this. I'm pretty sure. The 7. Could it take these? So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. No, it doesn't work. It can take those 2 and that. And I think it has to. And we're at the same spot. How did we get that up to 9? But not... Oh, wait, no. I'm an idiot. I was thinking that this was going to get this group and fling it off the edge. But no, we can take that easily. So now we're at 3, 6, 7. So it needs another pair. It can't be these 2. So it's those 2. Don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking that symmetry thing. Oops. Nope. I was thinking that symmetry thing went the other direction. And thank you so much, Rings. You're the one that pulled me down here. Otherwise, I would not have looked around. There's an arch there too. There's still 4 puzzles. But they're not telling me what type they are. I don't think I need to get them. We got the ones that can give me a reward. They're probably just like random arches somewhere. Anything around this main structure up here? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, it was just a branch. I thought it was an arch. All right, I think we're done with here. So the exit was on this side, right? Not the starting side. I'm gonna fall to my death. I'm gonna wonder about those 4 puzzles left, but I think it's time to move on. So that took what? 3 hours. Okay, just a mere 3 hours to complete one enclave. 2 more to go. Though I have to admit, that was a long one, I think. Vanishing points can be a new type of puzzle. So let's not do that one. Here's some easy sky drops. My daily is to do light motifs. I haven't seen any around. There weren't any in that puzzle. In that enclave. Chromatic aberration. Or chromatic sky drops. Which makes it easier to identify which sky drops are part of the same grouping, I believe. Although I don't really know how to use it. So these are all yellow. So they're part of the same grouping. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Do we have any things we can just do out in the world? I'm kind of maybe not inclined to go into a another enclave right now. This one, Scurry Hurry. It says 2 Mirabellas. Is that anywhere near me? Where am I? I'm up there. Let's find someone I'm close to. Spirals within spirals. Let's try that. 21 puzzles. We'll see if we've unlocked those puzzles. If we haven't, then we'll do something else. Wow, that frame rate on that waterfall is not good. So we have a pillar and then a whole bunch of puzzles next to it. Let's do the pillar first. Galaxies. Ah, new rule. Galaxies. Galaxies are centers of rotational symmetry. I'm so good at the rotations, too. Okay. So, we know that this is going to force a whole bunch. Let's see. So, 1, 2, 3. So, we go 1, 2, 3. And then like that. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. There. I think that's symmetric. And I can't take the rest of these. So this one, you need to take those to be symmetric, and you can't take those. You have to be white because you can't rotate anything else. So that's you. Sounds good. Underclued grid. Mark only what is definitely true. So because this is on a, I don't know what color that is yet. It's not saying that they're definitely. I think we know it's definitely black, right? Because otherwise, these would just keep on mirroring each other back and forth. So then that's black and that's white. Let's see if I learned anything from that. So can this be white? No, it has to be black. Can that be white? No, it has to be black. Can these touch? No. So now this reflects. That reflects. So it's not mirroring, it's rotating. This is even more complicated than reflecting, I think. That can take those. That's stuck by itself. So this one's doing a lot of work here. Let's deal with that first. So up 2, so up 2. This one is 1. From the 1 you go 2 over. And then you go up and down. And you go up more than you go down. For this, you go over 1 like that. So like that. 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 So that's what we have so far. Just forced. This can't be white because that's going to mess everything up. And these can't be white because they'd be off the grid. But these could be either. We don't know yet. What about this? This can't be black because that would force this off the grid, so it's definitely white, so that's definitely white. This is not white, so that kind of forces that. Can these grow? No, it can't grow on this side, so it can't grow on that side. This galaxy, if it were black, it would have to put a black right here, so it's not. And then it can't grow at all. This galaxy, it can't be black because then it would have run into troubles there. So it's got to be white. And it can't grow. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This can't grow. So it's got to be surrounded by white. Like that. Okay. Low-hanging fruit, we have those. Can't go out this way at all, so that's forced. Can't go up for any further, so that's forced. Now what? This can't be white, because that would rotate this over to there and off the grid. And now it can't rotate anything, so it's got to be surrounded by white. If this were white, then it would take over this galaxy too, and it can't, so this is black. Which forces that to rotate it nicely. This is definitely white now, but we don't know how it grows yet. If the black galaxy took either of these squares, then it would go off the grid over here, so it doesn't. Now this galaxy can't be white because it would rotate it off the edge. It can't be black because it would join to this galaxy. So it's all by itself. Could these be black? I think so. They just make those black. This could go up like that and then over like that. That'd be fine. So what can't this do? This one can't take this square because that's black. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that square is black also. It could be white and just not part of the galaxy. These two galaxies, okay, this part here is not part of this galaxy. So that's white. So which means this is white, that's white, that's white. It can't go any further in that direction or in this direction. What about right here? Nope. Alright. What about this galaxy? We just messed with it, so it gets that. It can't take that one because it would have to take something off the grid, so those are both white. I think the same is true for that. And those. Another underclued grid. So what is only definitely true? Well, it can't be that this is white, because that would push a whole bunch of stuff up here. Let's see. So how do I know that this is not true? Because if it were true, then if this were white, then this would go 2 over, then up 3, then over 2, down 1, and take that. So we know that this is black. Then we know that it doesn't take that one because it's already hemmed in. I like the underclued grid. I feel like they're good at teaching, you know. Okay. So what do I know about this? I don't think I know which color the galaxy is. I don't think it's possible to know. So what's going to be true in both cases, no matter what color the galaxy is? Yeah. Uncolored symmetry. An uncolored lotus or galaxy symbol adjacent to a color tile will reflect that color across its axis of symmetry, regardless of color. Yeah. This is what I wasn't getting for the lotuses. I wasn't really I was good at noting the lotus reflecting its own color, but not any color, you know? And it doesn't do it precisely. But anyway. Alright, now we got some puzzles to keep us busy. Starting in the middle of this galaxy. No, from the edge over here. So, I wonder if I should have done these first or instead of the pillar. I don't know. They do seem a little easy. Yeah, I'm not even commenting on that one. That was just easy. Okay. So that is that one. It goes up one more and takes those, which means that takes those two. That's forced from the galaxy, then that forces that, which forces that. It can't be black, because this gets in the way of it being black. I mean, the galaxy can't be black. So I think these two are black, because if it was white, this would have to be white. Yeah. Galaxies must extend both ways. Galaxies cannot connect to a tile if diametrically opposed tile is the opposite color. Where am I going now? This one. Okay. So this one can't rotate. These two can't join. This can't take that because it would fling it off the edge. This one can't be white because that's not white. These are going to be a bunch of single galaxies, aren't they? Bit of a troll over there. Alright, so that's forest. That's forest. Then that. This one can't take those. Ooh, we got a big one. Okay. On a big 2x2. So that forces that. That swings around and gives us that one and that one. Which swings around and gives us that one. Okay. I can't take that one because I don't have down here, so that's black. That's black. That's black. I can't take this, make this white, because then this would have to be white. And this is the equivalent of that. Yeah. This one can't grow in north because it's bounded by the south. It's got to match. Cannot extend off the grid. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. This one's done. That one has to rotate like that. This one has to rotate like that. These two cannot join up. That one has to rotate to there. These two cannot join up at all. Galaxies cannot touch. Well, obviously. Two galaxy symbols can never lie in the same region. This one can't do anything, so it's stuck. This one might be able to do this. Let's see what this black galaxy is doing. So it's got to go up 2, like that. Over 1. Then take 4. After going up 2, it also takes 4 this way, and then grabs that one. So this one can't reflect, so that's got to stop. So that takes that. That's that. That's that one. That's that one. For some reason, the galaxies are easier in my brain than the reflections. But maybe we just haven't gotten to the hard ones yet. So that's already reflecting. These are already reflecting. And that's already reflecting. They can't join, so they're forced to broker a piece between them. And then they can't grow into the middle, so they're stuck on the edge. Our first 3-pointer, I think. Or was there other 3-pointers? No, this is our first 3-pointer. So there's a interaction going on around the south, these two galaxies. Like, one of them is going to be able to expand and one not. Let's not worry about that yet, though. Low-hanging fruit. So this has to mirror, and then take those 3, and then take these 2. So this doesn't mirror. So this galaxy is done. So this has to take one more square. This is at least that. So that's at least that. This rotates onto there, and it's done. So we got a nice little obvious figure there, like that. That can't grow that way. That's not able to grow. So how do I know whether the both of the, okay, is it this square? So if this were white, and then so it's, I think these are fine being black. That would just force this to be black. No, I got it. If this were black, then this would force this off the edge. So this is white. But then because we don't want to spin it around, we make both of these black. No, I'm wrong. We make them both white. So we do spin it around to there. And there. I have awakened logic grid with galaxies. Cool. How about this? Just stay in the middle, perhaps. Easy. I see an arch. Or not an arch, a ring. Ooh, that's a 5-pointer. What type of thing is it? 5-pointer. Connect all dark cells, one symbol per light area, and area numbers. So nothing what we've been doing, but why not? So one symbol per light area, so we can't combine any of these 4s. Where do we begin? So this 5 has to grow. It can take this square. It can't take that one. So now it has to do, it's going to have 2. It needs to have 3 more. It can't be 1, 2, 3. It could be these 2. So it could be these 4, and then it can grow 1 more right there. That's nothing. That's not telling me anything. Well, maybe I have to force it a little bit. Let's see. It could be these 4. And then could it ever not be this one? Is what I'm saying. Could it be this? Like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, connecting all dark cells. That's okay. So that's why it couldn't be that, because that would be outside. So maybe I need to think about that. Could it be? Could this ever be light? If it were light, then it would be part of the 2, and that would be black, but it would be hemmed in. So it's definitely black. Then that has to escape. So the 5 has to grow. What about up here with the 2s? Can we do the same sort of thing? So if this 2 came out like this, then it would be fine. It could go like that, and this would grow. If this 2 went north, it would hem it. It would hem it in a black, so it doesn't. Okay. So this 2 is gonna take either of those. Do I know? Do I know? I don't think I do. What about this 5 now? So this it could be a 3 at this point. It needs 2 more. It's gonna be either. It's always gonna be this one, I think, and then one of these 2. Or both of those 2. But always that one. I think. So that means 5 is not 4. This has to escape, so it's not that one. So it is like that, and that's just completely forced. The black has to escape. The 4 has to grow. This has to be taken. I don't know why I hadn't had that. I thought I did that already when we looked at this. But whatever. The 2 seems free. It feels like it could go either way. Unless it's going to be hemmed in by the 4. So, this 4... It could go 1, 2, 3 and be done. Is there some reason why it can't go right? Okay, wait a minute. So that's the thing. How is this black section going to connect out to here? Unless it goes through that gap. I think it has to. So I'm wrong. It doesn't go back up. That's the 4 right there. This has to grow, so that's done. This has to get out. I want to say this has to connect, but I'm not sure. Same, I want to say this does. Could it not? Could it go up like this? That 2 would be okay. The 4 would be okay. It says exactly one symbol. Okay, so we can't just have like random white squares. So if I were to go like this, say I go like that, I feel like, I can't go around it like that, so that's not going to work. So it has to go across. Right? Could this be part of the 4? No. Because it has to get out. Alright, let's look at this 4 now. So this, say this 2 was like this. It would take that square. Then this would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's forced already. I think this has to connect. Because again, you can't leave a little donut shape. So this 4 has to get out and not touch this 10. So it can take this 1, but it has to go at least 2 more on this side. So it's not a 10. So we know that at least. It's not the same as this 4. Even though we could just complete it like that, that's going to run out. It's only 1 symbol per light area. So that has to grow. Does the 4 have to grow? It could take that one. Yes, it has to grow. Okay. Then this has to grow again. Excuse me. I do apologize. What kind of pressure is there on this 10? So let's say we go 2, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, X, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's forced. 5. And we have to do 5 more. And we have lots of options. Can this square ever get to a... Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, it can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I was thinking we could force that to be dark, but we can't. Da da dum. Dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum da da dum dum ba da da dum. Okay, I think all we have to do is play with this 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 more from here. I feel like we're at a point where it's getting to the point where it's not forced anymore. Let's just see what happens if we go like this. Ah, okay. So that doesn't work. What are we at? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, nope, that doesn't work. Take that one instead. And that doesn't work either. Undo. I don't think this one can be black. I think this has to be white. Wait a minute. That's gonna hem this in. So, I want to say this one has to get out this way. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it though, and then to see what happens. I think we have enough leverage up here to make it work. I don't know if it's forced. I think that there might be some logic that means we have to do it this way, but I don't think so. I think it's just you have to find some combination of this top row that works. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, it's pretty restricted. There's not a lot of options. I guess I'm wrong. But this bit up here felt messy. Ah, well. Let's do something a little less stressful. We'll just, look for relics. There's 1, 2. Ah, there's a leitmotif. We'll get that in a moment. Three. Up on top, perhaps. Four. And there's that one, 5 in the trunk. All right. So we got some leitmotifs going on over here. It's the right angle. There we go. So you gotta line up the glowy bits on the walls into one of the common patterns. So like that. And that was all the, that was all the, there's one too. I'm not good at spotting these. Like, it's not in my head to look for these glowy things in the wall. So something like this. There we go. Any more? I need a bunch more for my daily. But I'm not seeing them. I have to admit, I'm kind of when I go to the enclaves, I try to be very careful to get like all the puzzles I can. But when I'm outside, I just kind of bounce around. I'm not trying to particularly get them all, because I think there is like a randomization aspect to it. I think some of the puzzles get randomized, or maybe there's only certain available at certain times. I don't know. I don't think they're fixed. What about a matchbox? Do I see that symbol in red anywhere? There's something. The wrong one. So that symbol is that one. There's a red up there. It's arch. Any greens nearby? Of similar types. There's that one. Okay. Where is a red arch? Sure, we'll do this. Chase it. All right. So where was that? Where was the red? There it is, right there. So where is a green arch? It could be like anywhere. It's probably in this little structure. It's not like out in the wild somewhere, but I haven't seen that one either. Where's the red of that one? And can I get up, perhaps? Yeah. Oh, hey. Okay. Let's do this. These are cool. They often teach me things. Okay. So, no 3 in a row. Connect all, connect all. And that's all they gave us. Feels very open. It's probably a constrained solution, but not one that you can piece by piece, you know? So, like, what if it's something like this? No 3 in a row. Yeah. So another way to think of this is that this is the outside, this is the border, right? And those can't all be the same color because that would be a 3 in a row. So the border has to switch between this and that. Same down here. So what if we make the top white and that black? Okay. Connect all dark cells, but not all light cells. So that's fine. Could this be... No. So right here, we got 3 in a row. So this... Whatever's out here is going to get cut off. So it's got to be white. Right? I don't know. That seems a little... I'm a little iffy on that. But I think it's right. Then this has to get over to that one. Again, with these 3, it can't all be the same. So I'm going to try doing something like that. There we go. Avoiding 3 in a row. Connected groups without 3 cells in a row can form only a very limited number of shapes. Past a certain size, only diagonal zigzags may occur. Yeah? Yeah, that's what we're seeing. Huh. No 3 in a row. Okay, so now they're immediately breaking up by not giving me a zigzag. Nope. Connect... Oh, okay. Connect all dark cells. Again, connect all dark cells. So that can't be... they can't be on the outside. There's our zigzag. What's of all the ducks? These are all like shapes of ducks. Or maybe I'm seeing it weird. This is a level 4 difficulty. It doesn't feel that way. So let's assume that the connected is gonna zigzag. And it's gonna go through there. So it's gonna be like that. And let's see how much that breaks. Do we mess anything else up? No. I'm just anticipating a zigzag and guessing the shape based on that. Okay, dark cells again. But this is less constrained. So, like, that feels like it could do that. No. Okay. Well, wait a minute. Why do we need any of the dark cells at the end anyway? Like, can't we just go like this for all of these? As long as we don't connect them up more than that? Ah. Yeah, that's easy. Mirabilis! We haven't unlocked these ones yet, so we can't do them. Sky drops are always easy. You know, I think I'm going to stop here. We're at the 4-hour mark. I'm sure that was, you know, I got my puzzle fixed for the day, I think. So thank you, everybody, for watching. I do recommend this game. I mean, I'm surprised at how long it's lasted, and I feel like there's still quite a bit more to go. Oh, I'm not going to say it's endless puzzles, but this is probably going to ease... Well, how much time have I spent in this game? I have spent 27 hours in this game. And I think I probably recorded about 8 of them or something. No, probably more like 10. But, like I'm saying, good value. Good value. Lots of puzzles if you're into this sort of thing. Do those connect? No, wrong one. Oh, what's that? Ah, that's the... Okay. Got it. Anyway, so yes, thank you everybody for watching. Until next time.